We are anonymous. No faces. No flakes. No permission slips. Donald Trump claims he understands everything better than anyone else. But tonight a rainstorm, a swarm of mosquitoes, and the Washington summer heat may have just delivered the most humiliating knockout of his career. You can almost imagine him watching The Wizard of Oz and thinking, "That's me. I'm the wizard. I command everything. I know everything."
Nobody can do it like me. Nobody. Nobody can do it like me. Honestly. I understand things. I comprehend very well, okay? Better than, I think, almost anybody.
Because that's the image he has spent years building around himself. The all-knowing leader who never makes mistakes, never miscalculates, and never needs advice. But reality has a way of exposing arrogance. And sometimes reality arrives in the form of rain clouds, lightning strikes, suffocating humidity, and swarms of mosquitoes. Because Donald Trump's latest spectacle, the unprecedented UFC Freedom 250 event staged on the White House South Lawn for his 80th birthday celebration, ran into one opponent that could not be intimidated, sued, insulted, or bullied into submission. The weather. For months, Trump and his allies hyped this event as a historic moment. A UFC cage fight at the White House. An 8-sided cage planted on the same lawn where presidents have addressed in every event the nation during wars, crises, and moments of historic significance. A giant 92-foot steel structure known as the Claw towered above the South Lawn. Thousands of invited guests filled the temporary arena while tens of thousands more gathered nearby to watch on giant screens. The event was promoted as part of America's upcoming 250th anniversary celebration, and conveniently happened to coincide with Trump's 80th birthday. Multiple reports estimated that the event required enormous logistical coordination, involving federal agencies' extensive security operations, and tens of millions of dollars in production costs, all for a cage fight. Because for Donald Trump, politics is never enough. Everything must become entertainment. Everything must become a spectacle. Everything must revolve around him. And yet amid all the planning, all the television cameras, all the promotional hype, and all the grandstanding, there was one tiny detail Trump's team appeared to underestimate: Washington, D.C. in the middle of June. Now, if you've ever spent time in the nation's capital during the summer, you know exactly what that means. Heat, humidity, storms, mosquitoes, and the kind of oppressive air that makes you question every life decision that brought you outdoors. According to weather forecasts released ahead of the event, there was a significant chance of thunderstorms moving through the area. Heavy downpours were expected. Wind gusts could reach more than 30 miles per hour. And then came the real nightmare: the insects. Forecasters warned that the combination of heat, moisture, and evening conditions could create massive swarms of mosquitoes and gnats. Think about that for a second. Donald Trump envisioned a triumphant made-for-television celebration, complete with dramatic fighter entrances, roaring crowds, and flawless camera shots. Instead, organizers faced the possibility of fighters swatting bugs inside the cage while audiences sat through repeated weather delays. Not exactly the image of strength and control Trump loves to project. And here's the truly ironic part. Donald Trump has spent years talking about how much he understands weather and energy. Remember his endless comments about wind power. He repeatedly claimed that nobody knows windmills better than he does. Nobody. He said he studied them better than anybody.
Have an economy based on wind. I never understood wind. I know windmills very much. I've studied it better than anybody. I know it's very expensive.
But when it came time to plan the biggest outdoor event of his presidency, his team apparently forgot to study something much simpler: the local weather forecast. The Weather Channel reportedly warned that lightning posed an especially serious challenge. Event rules required an automatic delay. If lightning struck within an 8-mile radius, that meant one thunderstorm cell could freeze the entire production for 30 minutes. And if multiple storms moved through the area, those delays could happen again, and again, and again. Imagine spending millions of dollars building an elaborate cage fighting arena at the White House only to watch the schedule collapse because of lightning. Imagine cameras cutting away from dramatic fighter entrances to footage of people checking weather radar apps. Imagine trying to project strength while guests scramble for cover from sudden rain showers. This is the problem with governing through spectacle. Eventually, the spectacle stops cooperating, and when it does, all that's left is the truth. Donald Trump is not a wizard. He is not all-knowing. He is not infallible. He is not uniquely qualified to solve every problem. He is simply a politician who built a career convincing people that confidence is the same thing as competence. And once again Donald Trump appeared surprised that reality refused to follow the script. As storms threatened delays and insects descended on the South Lawn, the carefully choreographed image of total control started to crack. Not because of political opponents, not because of the media, not because of protesters, but because of something far more powerful: reality itself. And reality has always been Trump's toughest opponent. We are anonymous. We believe power should be questioned, not worshipped. If you believe accountability matters more than image, make your voice heard. Like this video. Share it with others. Subscribe for more investigations. Because the truth matters. And together we will continue watching those who believe they are above it.